live. Welcome to Full Tilt. Ladies, gentlemen, and non-binary individuals, we have Oeky versus Kaspar. We're joined today by Swagsby. Swagsy J. Let's go. You guys can see my desk in the reflection, please forgive me. I can't see anything. Help! What if I just like look upwards constantly? Stevie Wonder it, bro. Alright, let's take these bangers off. Oof. Here we go. So, quick, full disclosure. I'm gonna be relying on Breezy to hold back my bias. Can't hear Breezy.
Oh, really?
Oh, man. Now you can. You can hear him now.
There we go. There we go.
Apologies.
Yo, how's it going? Oh, you missed 20 seconds of that pure bants.
Yeah, pure bants gone. Oh, it's not gonna be involved, unfortunate. Yeah, so like I'm really close with Oeky, so I'll try my best to hold back the bias. I'm a big fan of Kaspar as well, so that'll definitely temper it. However, Breezy will do the bulk of the tempering as we go through in game number 1.
Yeah, I've said before, I think just prefacing this, I think these two players are very experienced ones players. They're very good ones players in the Discord. Like they've shown their hand a lot of times, and I think they're very similar style of players. I think they'll match up really well, and this is going to be a real arm wrestle. Both are very calculating, very methodical. Neither are wildly mechanical or like overextenders. So I think it's going to be a real grind for both players, and I'm really on the fence on who takes this. Honestly, I think either person could take it. I think the better player will take it on the day, but yeah, it's going to be really interesting. It's going to be a real grind.
Yes, they're going to be an arm wrestle, as you've said many a time, Breezy, when we were just talking about it. So let's see if these players are ready to go. Ready. Oh, we've still got some time on the Scuff coinage. If you want to spend those coins, put it in. We've got a ready Kaspar. We've got a 2 out of 2. We're gonna hit him with a bet, run it, and we're gonna go
grind on me.
Is that pretty Ricky?
Somebody call HR. Mom, come pick me up. I'm scared.
Oeky,
here we go. Looking forward to this.
Qualifiers. Kaspar is in.
Mirz knew what he was doing when he made this matchup. You knew what you did.
And they clash in the opening hour.
Exactly. That kickoff is how I expected this game to go. Oh, well done, though.
Oh, shot. What a save. Oh, Kaspar. Here we go. Alrighty. So, Oeky, grabbing that possession, does relinquish it. Grabs the 100, though. Kaspar close behind. Oh, Breezy. What are we looking at here?
Oh, really good start. Like I said, the kickoff, the driving side by side one another. I was like, there's going to be a lot of shadowing done here. A lot of flicks, a lot of shadowing. Really well done. I thought Oeky had punished an early mistake from Kaspar. He did really well to get back, so well. Because I think Oeky could have punished him there. I think obviously, the slightest bit more zing on that shot, and he was 1-0 down. But well done by Cas to not give up on it. I think that some people probably would have, honestly.
Could you blame them? That save was incredible. Just such a clutch-up save. Oeky playing very safe in the background, finds their moment. Are they going to go off the wall? Yes, they are. Here comes something. Gets a slight touch. Kaspar will yeet it forward and bang it on net. Great shot by Kaspar, punishing Oeky. It seemed like Oeky just kind of stuck to the wall there and lost his momentum. What do you think, Crazy?
Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, he just kind of, he didn't really look confident, did he? He didn't get off the wall fast enough and like accelerate the play very much. And unfortunately, I think his out was to force a 50, but it looked like he ran out of steam before he could get to that stage. And yeah, once it gets to that, it is pretty much a free goal for any good ones player who can counter attack well.
Looks like Oeky was trying to set up an opportunity for themselves, but the ball popped up a little bit too high earlier. Kaspar trying to get a touch, a bouncer off the half flip, grabs Oeky's boost in the corner. Transitions, however, it bounces high. Will Oeky clutch up a save? Yes, they will. But Kaspar actually got a bump on Oeky, and Oeky is 0. Kaspar absorbing all the pads on the way through. Oeky gets the 100, though.
Yeah, it was a good save. I think Kaspar probably should have scored. I think if he goes up a little bit earlier, maybe he didn't realize how little boost Oeky was on, but Oeky should score now. He's just bullied Kaspar off the ball. Kaspar took his bit naive there from Kaspar. He took his time a little bit. More than he should have done, and yeah, Oeky's just bullied him off the ball there, and we're back level.
Equalised at 2 minutes 48. You are right, Remnant. Greasy will keep me in line, and I'm sure you viewers will as well. The spectators will. Oeky really did get a muscling session on Kaspar earlier. As you mentioned, Breezy, Kaspar gets a great clear to their corner. Oeky able to get back to the center boost. Kaspar roaring out the 50. Yes, sir.
It's a big dive. It's lucky that he
what a save.
Got enough of the ball, I think, to not be immediately punished by it, but Kaspar still very much in control of the play. He needed that touch. He needed that touch so badly, Oeky.
We're still flat-footed, leveled at 2 minutes. Kaspar coming in with the dribble, drops the ball, gets a nice flick on the far side. He dropped the ball and then picked it up again for the banger of a shot. Straight over Oeky. Plenty of games left for both of these players. Best of 5, full tilt, qualifier. 1-2.
I like the creativity there, actually. Like not aerial creativity. The like you said, dropping, like the fact that he almost dropped that, and I think he lulled Oeky into a false sense of security, and then he picked it back up and just zinged it with the side flip. Well done. Touches and controller nuts, Rusty. Yeah, for real. Like again, that's what I'm expecting with these players. They're very grounded players. They're very ones heavy in the decision making and the touches that they take. So that's what I'm expecting from this matchup, honestly.
Okay. Oh, great save coming from Oeky to get back right in the nick of time. Not able to find the net earlier. Kaspar faking the touch, drawing Oeky in, but he gets demoed for their efforts. Oeky with plenty of time here. He's going to grab the 100 in the corner, pops it onto their hood. Kaspar fakes after fakes, gets the backflip challenge. Tries to get Oeky on the way through.
So scary there. I thought he was going to get Oeky. The way Oeky turned across the face of Kaspar, I thought he was going to get him, but narrowly avoids it. And yeah, at the moment, we're getting what was promised, I think. Like I said, they're very grounded. Oh, well done by Kaspar again. The side flip flick again. It's just so fast. And it's so non-committed as well. I really like the side flip flick. It's very underutilized at a lot of ranks. I do see it come out in the higher ranks again. If you watch, some like big SSL names, you do see the side flip flick come out because it's so surprising, I think.
Where's Rizza? Rizza's in our hearts, bro. What do you mean?
Hey, nasty. I had the joy of playing against you the other night as well in threes. That was fun. I think it was me and Mirz in Mersby. But yeah, Riz at the moment is busy. and will be away next week as well. So me and Rosh will be doing some of the games.
Oh, where's it gonna go? Oh, it goes up the side. The clock is winding down.
The Oeky chase. The chase is real.
It looks like we have a pretty confidently won game number 1 for Kaspar. Well played, Oeky and Kaspar. Kaspar really ran away right at the end. Oh, not at the end, maybe like mid-game to late game.
Yeah, you see the stats pulled up there, though. Just that shot accuracy from Cass, isn't it? That's the only thing separating them.
Oh, that's for sure.
So similar.
The tight matchup.
Yeah, you did verse me. Your name's just Nast, isn't it? Like without the Y at the moment. I think we did verse you. That was a good game. I enjoyed that. It was a tough game.
Who won?
I think I said to they won. But I think he was playing with like some RLO people as well. like I'm sure there was a lot of yellow ESL tags and blue tags in that lobby as well. So not surprising. I think me and Mirz did well. I think we lost like 3-1 maybe or something.
That's the state of the game currently in OCE.
These two trading blows. Exactly what I thought I was going to see. The only difference between these two, I think, is that we could get a little more area. We'll get aerial plays out of Oeky, but not necessarily Kaspar. I don't think, unless it's an air dribble cringe, I don't think we're going to see much in terms of aerial plays from Kaspar. Very much likes to stay on the ground.
Game number 2. Oeky's going to have to shake off those nerves. Kaspar coming in for the kickoff goal, the early lead, just like we saw in game number 1. I'm confident Oeky has plenty left in the tank, but Kaspar is surging ahead.
Kaspar's winning the kickoffs, I think. Hey, Apples. Yeah, we've got 3 series tonight, this evening, back-to-back, so should be good. Chrisx is taking to the field as well in the last game. He will be facing the winner of Mirz versus Front after this one. But yeah, there's 3 being played. Kaspar's just winning the kickoffs a little bit more, I've noticed as well. I think he's the only one to get kickoff goals in the first game, and I think he got either 1 or 2. I think he only won, but it was like a clean kickoff goal beat, like goal straight away. Something Oeky maybe wants to work on. Oh, what good flick though.
Oh my. I don't even know what happened there. Hang on. Kaspar went for it?
Yeah, okay. The moon flick. Got it.
Was that a musty or a breezy? Let's see.
It was a breezy. The setup was a breezy flick.
Oh, here we go. Kaspar. Oh, you are right. Oh, that was a brilliant save coming from Oeky, but Kaspar follows up. Oeky thought he had a little bit of time, but Kaspar stayed on the ball. Great save.
It was a good save. Yeah, a little bit naive, naive, like desperately wanting that boost. And unfortunately, he hadn't quite done enough to keep it out of Kaspar's clutches. I think he's fine if he stays with that though, because both players are on low boost there. So I think even just staying with that, Oeky, he denies Kaspar the shot, his presence.
Kaspar's probably going to be looking to transition here. Going left and right and left. Great save coming from Oeky. It was a really good push coming from Kaspar. Oh my days, what a shot! That was incredible. Came off the side just to peek it in. That was really well done.
High risk, high reward, isn't it? That's
right.
Very, very creative from Kaspar. But yeah, he's like I say, if he pitches that with Oeky, or if Oeky beats him to it, that is a definite goal against him. But hey, when it works in your favor, why question it?
Kaspar is able to get him away from the play. 1-4, 3 minutes 34 remaining. Kaspar will just walk that in. 3-goal deficit. Oeky on the back foot here. He's able to win that 50 in the center. Goes for the ceiling touch. Kaspar still well planted. Oeky, clean ceiling shot. Pinpoint precision. Took all of his time. And Kaspar couldn't find their moment. Jumping a little bit too late. A pre-jump would have done well there. At least a wall jump for easy.
Yeah, he's in a tough spot there. Once he's got onto the ceiling, once you've either got a reset, once you've got an unlimited flip, you're in a tough spot in ones. If you haven't already challenged, like they have so many options. Oeky could have dropped that down for a fake. You know, he could have taken a couple of extra touches before hitting it. It's a very tough spot to be in. I think you do just have to pick one and roll with it. And it was a good shot from Oeky, though. It was nice and simple. I think it was something that he needed to calm his nerves down. As I say that, he's been wiped off the field again, and Kaspar widens the gap.
Nice and simple, radio.
I mean, he didn't try to do too much with it, you know. He realized once he got the reset, he realized what he had. But Kaspar's just, again, the kickoffs are really hurting Oeky here.
Yeah. Kaspar's collecting that ball so well. Here we go, once again, Kaspar. A little bit of a soft touch coming from Kaspar. Oeky able to collect it, waiting for the ball to drop just enough, but Kaspar will get the ball over. Looking for the demo once again. Kaspar is out for blood. Oeky getting that 100. Kaspar very low. That center might do well for Kaspar. Oeky getting the catch. Kaspar playing very close to that ball. Oeky will need to make contact here. Oh, the ball goes high, but it bounces straight back to him. Great play, like Kaspar.
Oh, well done. Oeky's done well to land there and actually get himself to a really good spot. Kaspar still had to do work there to do it, but to get the goal. But like, yeah, he has done the work in the end. What up front? How you doing, man? Nervous? Front? How you feeling? Going into this. Come on, let's pick your nerves. Well done by Cass again, drawing Oeky in. Oeky has been, I think you'd agree with me, Oeky's been the more aggressive of the challengers between him and Kaspar.
Yeah, you can definitely see
in his favor.
Yeah, you can definitely see Kaspar taking advantage of that. Kaspar will just get around Oeky. He's done well to get the touch.
Just got off CS. Okay. Love it. Yeah, Oeky looking a bit cold, honestly. Like, I see his idea there. His idea wasn't bad. The execution just didn't quite work out for him, did he? He didn't get himself behind the ball for the second touch. And hopefully it doesn't hurt his mental to the point where he starts playing frustrated. I think if Oeky starts playing frustrated, he's going to lose this battle, honestly. Kaspar's play style. Very, very methodical, very calculated. He's going to punish challenges like that if you keep doing them over and over again.
Kaspar able to get all the boost, all the surrounding boost. Oeky left with nothing. Oeky's going to have to get back to his side of the field as fast as they can. Kaspar looking for the double, gets it. Great shot coming from Kaspar. Full field, all the way home. Ooh, what a shot.
Well done by Cass. Brings up the force of nature. Like you see sometimes in ones when there has been a dominating performance. I don't think I've ever seen two forces of nature come up in the same game, honestly. I think that would be a first. If neither player were pulling any pull punches in offense.
Okay, generating some momentum. 7-goal gap, 1 minute 23 remaining. It's possible, but Kaspar is going to make it very difficult. Oeky's going to need a lot of momentum moving forward.
We saw a delayed kickoff there from Oeky, so I think he is taking it on board. I think he is realizing, like, maybe just try something different with the kickoffs to try and throw Kaspar off, because Kaspar looks like he's very much winning the just a straight speed flip kickoff race at the moment.
Kaspar very confident, 0 boost, able to push Oeky back. Oeky, heavy touch going forward, although Kaspar, 40 boost in the tank. Oeky just trying to get in Kaspar's head here. 40 seconds remaining.
Yeah, good boost management from Kaspar there, actually, to still have 40 at the end of that, at the end of the initial play. I think good boost management. And put him in a really good spot where he still wasn't afraid of Oeky's second attempt on goal.
Oh, and Kaspar with 0 boost. We'll just flick it around him.
Yeah, he's been very precise with the flicks, just keeping an eye on Oeky, drawing him in, dangle the bait long, and Oeky keeps biting.
Surgical.
Oeky does win this kickoff. Was that a delay again? Hold on, let me watch this back. Yeah, that was another delay. This time it worked out in his favor.
Yes, Kaspar is very crazy, very good.
Yeah, he's a very good ones player in the Discord. He's noted for being a very solid ones player. You know, like I said, he would go toe to toe with. I think he'd go toe to toe. Jesus, that was horrible. With anybody in the Discord who is
someone
not
clip that.
One of the top players. God, that's horrible.
We need a soundbite.
Toe Africa, yeah. Toe. Jesus.
Well done, the
save me,
Kaspar.
Russian, save me.
Well played by Kaspar. He'll take the double match point. Oeky's going to be looking at a reverse sweep. Oeky just taking a moment to breathe here. Deep breaths. Deep breaths.
No, you're forbidden. Clips have been banned off this Twitch channel from now on. Stop doing it.
Stop doing it. Stop bullying Breezy.
Oh God. Such a meme.
Facts.
so memeable. Oh, well done though. Like you said, Oeky back against the wall. Can he at least come back and throw a bit of weight back into Kaspar?
Have a look. Kaspar gains possession and the 100. Oeky forced to back off here in the double match point game for Kaspar. Oeky. Oh, Kaspar actually fakes it. He's able to get a banger though. Pre-flip, gets the save. Demos Kaspar. The ball's a little bit close to that wall there. Can Oeky find themselves a moment? Bang, Kaspar out of the way. Oh, the demo didn't come through. Oh, what a save. That was very fortunate for Kaspar and unfortunate for Oeky. Oh, that is tragic.
He can do no wrong right now. Oeky threw everything at him there. Threw everything but
Facts.
Threw everything but the kitchen sink at him there, and Kaspar just found a way out. And then not only that, but the Uno reversal. Kaspar ends up with the goal.
Oh my. Oh, and Oeky will get
That's a disgusting touch.
Just popped on again. Kaspar with the 2-goal lead. Early days. Oh my.
Yeah, again, a very frustrating looking challenge from Oeky. Challenge coming out of a potentially frustrated player here. Ball not even going in the wall, going high in the wall. That's actually well done by Oeky. Yeah, it's a well done to draw Kaspar in. He's done what Kaspar has been doing to him. He looked like he was going to take it low, fake the low take, and then actually just accelerated the ball off the wall and knocked Kaspar out of the way.
Yeah, that bump was crucial. He needed to execute everything perfectly in that moment. And Oeky has found their first goal. Kaspar just leering in the distance. Gets a flick forward into the mid, bumps Oeky out of the way. Does he have an angle? He does not have a lot of boost. Oh, Oeky, he's got just enough to get it back towards Kaspar. Kaspar gets a high ball though. Drives the center 100, booms it up high. It doesn't hit the waterfall, so Oeky might have a good opportunity here. Kaspar hitting it wide.
It's a good series of plays from Kaspar. Well done by Oeky though. Kept his nerve, kept his cool. It was a crucial bump that he got.
Shot.
What an ego challenge this time it works out for him.
Oh, yeah, finding it.
This is the first time where I think this is one of the first times he's done that, and Kaspar actually had knocked the ball a little bit too far away from himself, and Oeky capitalizes.
Equalized. 2-all. Which way will this go?
Oeky's still got a mountain to climb here.
Yeah, he's got his work cut out for him, that's for sure. That is a shot.
Oh, good shot.
Kaspar not able to find the save. Kaspar's been banging on the saves throughout this entire series. This is one of the few that we see Kaspar just let through. His defense has been on point. Kaspar, we have to respect that for sure.
Yeah, he's made 2 very, very clutch saves so far that have been acknowledged. But Oeky, just getting a sense of Oeky now, of what he can bring to the table. 2 really good plays there, back to back. He's taken the lead. Kaspar, what a cut.
Yeah, the power slide cut did some work, well executed by Kaspar. Oeky just sent himself flying. He thought it was going to go more left, but that cut was immaculate. I'm a big fan of power slide cuts. Respect. Equalize at 3 minutes remaining. 3-all.
Yeah. Oeky, that's a heavy touch, isn't he? He's trying to catch Kaspar out. Kaspar, I think Oeky's actually genuinely struggled against Kaspar's passivity in defense as well. Like, I think he's been looking to try and catch Kaspar out, and Kaspar leaves himself so much space. Like, he doesn't defend aggressively at all. But I think he's thrown this one away. Yeah, he's not going to catch Oeky.
He has. He didn't have a lot of boost on that push, and then as soon as he didn't get the flick that he needed off, Oeky would just walk it out. A little bit of flair right at the end there. Take a 1-goal lead, which is nothing in 1v1s. Easily taken away. This kickoff. Oh, great defense coming from Oeky. Kaspar's push was thwarted. Bangs it on target. The transition on point. 2 goals in the lead. Kaspar, usually when he wins those kickoffs, he just executes it exactly as needed. A little bit of a reverse Uno coming through. 5-3.
Yeah, I didn't like that shot from Kaspar. Oeky had got back. Oeky had fully got back and closed the angle down. I think you definitely have to fake the shot. I see Kaspar though with this. Oh, he's messed up. He's messed up with the touches. That was a wild flick to get the ball over the top of Oeky again, but he's done it again. It doesn't matter. He's managed it again.
It's a working strategy. Oeky just getting outed by Kaspar's high pops.
Yeah, he's been a little too desperate to challenge in places, and he's been staying close to the ball and not giving Kaspar enough credit to be able to pop and accelerate it.
Oh, Kaspar went for the demo. Oeky avoided it, but lost all of their momentum in order to avoid the demo. So I guess the plan, either way, worked out for Kaspar to equalize. What a match.
This is the arm wrestle grind. It's just unfortunate for the matchup. Maybe not for Kaspar, but it's unfortunate for the matchup that it's taken Oeky the 2 previous games to warm himself up into what I thought this game, what I thought all of these games were going to be, is exactly like this one.
Oeky's definitely been leading for the majority of this series. In particular, high pop coming from Kaspar. Not a lot of boost to his name. He's probably going to play for the center here. Grabs it. The ball goes high. Oeky on the case. Because Oeky transition, Kaspar does really well to get in Oeky's face there. Oeky grabs the 100. Kaspar with 0 and behind the play. Oeky's going to need this double. And he finds it for their 7th goal. Great plays coming through by Oeky. Kaspar used all their boosts to go to the far side of the field, but it was just taken away. The boost that Kaspar needed to continue the play.
Yeah, he had to commit to something there, Kaspar, unfortunately. He either backs off and tries to defend on 0 boost, or he just commits to the demo and Fortunately for him, Oeky saw it coming and made short work of it in the end. Well done to him. He found and has opened up potentially his first 2-goal lead of all 3 of these games, and we'll have to see now if he can hold on to it and just take the dub. You know, take the bait at this point in the game. You know, take the small wins and like just try and close the game out. Get yourself back in the right headspace to believe that you still have a part to play in this series.
Agreed. Well said, Breezy. Kaspar, very speedy, very aggressive. Is Oeky gonna be able to get past? That's a surefire thing. Kaspar has been so consistent with those close range flicks. He had very little boost to work with, and Oeky tried to anticipate the flick, but Kaspar surgically was able to get it around them. No easy feat.
The fruition. Oh, that's aggression that we hadn't seen from Kaspar. Yeah, and Oeky should reopen the 2-goal lead.
That's actually a really good point. We haven't really seen Kaspar play too aggressively. Definitely aggressive, but not too aggressive to the point where we see things like that come through. 23 seconds remaining. Oeky with a solid 2-goal lead, maintaining it for this last portion of the match.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to know whether. I guess it's more of a psychological question, really, that we may never know the answer to. Whether Kaspar's decision there was motivated by to go aggressive, was motivated by just simply switching it up from what he'd been doing, or whether he was had one eye on the clock. Oh. As the ball's gonna drop, and Oeky will take game number 3.
Reverse sweep
into the contest.
Reverse sweep. Is it on? Does Oeky have it in them to just bring it back? Kaspar still on match point. Which way will it go? You can definitely see the nerves shake off from Oeky. Kaspar looked like he was just ready to rumble from the very beginning. Very warm, but it is hard to say.
Yeah, it's a tough one. Like Oeky just looked a little bit cold. He looked a little bit slow to the play, and like I said, Kaspar just came out of the races absolutely stomping, chomping at the bit, ready to go. But like, that's still obviously that's still double match point. It's still Kaspar's. It's still Kaspar's game, I think. Oeky's come to play there, and we've seen the Oeky that we know we can see, but he's only won that game by a. He's not won that game by a large margin. He's got himself over the line, and I think to do that 2 more times, it will be a very amazing feat. But we'll have to see.
I'm gonna let my bias take control here.
You're not gonna leave this alone.
Zora, I'm gonna let my bias take the reins. Oeky gets a 10 with his NRG. Oeky loves. Oeky's like an actual NRG fanatic. He loves squishy, like old NRG, I should say. He loves squishy. And I'm actually, I'll give Kaspar an 8. I like the glossy effect we're getting from Kaspar. Both of these players rolling in hot.
Oeky gets a solid 9 out of 10. Okay, this is where we're going to see the NRG fanboys crawl out of the woodworks and give Oeky all of the points.
Oeky taking a 2-goal lead early though.
Yeah, for sure. Better kick off from him this time as well. Got himself behind the ball nicely. Kaspar shunned off, and Oeky started this one well if he does mean to exact the reverse sweep.
Zora Fang taking offense. Zora's getting attacked. Oh, will Oeky stop him? Yeah. No. Kaspar is so smart. Such a gigabrain player. Like, he's trained Oeky to be afraid of these moments. Oeky goes up with a pre-jump, and Kaspar will just sneak it in around. Kaspar, extremely smart players coming through, finding their first goal in this game.
Yeah, I think Oeky will probably be a little bit upset with himself there, because you see when he jumped backwards, it wasn't necessarily the jump backwards that hurt him, it was the fact that he jumped backwards and he kind of moved away from that near post. Oh, what a save.
Great recovery coming from Oeky.
Dangerous there.
Oh, that's for sure.
But yeah, oh, wow. Okay, gets the demo as well. Kaspar won't be happy to see that, because Oeky should have this one now.
It was a bit of a desperate attempt coming from Kaspar here. He just sent himself across the face of the goal. Just a Hail Mary, using all those 33 beans produced on the on the comeback from the demo.
Yeah, not a lot you can do there from that position. All you can do is really throw yourself at it and hope. That's exactly what he did. Oeky, oh, well done. Again, gets the ball around. Kaspar should have a fourth. He does have a fourth. Oeky's turning up now to play. Kaspar needs to find the Kaspar from the first 2 games, or it will be even Stevens at the end of this game if it carries on going the way it's going. And with Oeky with the momentum, it actually, surprisingly, how the tables have turned, as you would say. If Oeky takes this one, he will have the momentum going into game 5.
However, as you say that, Kaspar gets a banger of a play into a shot. There's a lot of time on that clock. That gap could easily be bridged and then burned. We'll see how these 2 players manage to finagle through this game. Oh, Oeky does well to avoid Kaspar's body there.
Yeah, Kaspar very non-committive on the flicks, isn't he, at all? Like, you see him go, none of his flicks are coming off him that fast, apart from that side flip flick. Allows him to get maybe catch up with the ball after his own flick, but Oeky did well there with the failed aerial play to actually get himself grounded, because it's a dangerous spot for him to be in.
Oh, Kaspar got the boomer on target. Oeky able to get around it. 57 boost. Kaspar with the 100. Oeky does not get the flick that they need. Kaspar will half flip, bang it on target, and close the gap. It's such a narrow gap now. Kaspar kind of how the turntables on momentum. 4-3.
He's not let Oeky escape with the game. Done well to come back into it. Oeky still has a slender lead for now, but yeah, Kaspar definitely not giving the game up and giving any games up entirely here.
See Oeky trying to bait
casting
Kaspar.
rating. Why you? Have you got a bet on Zora that we're not aware of?
Oh no, here we go. He's gassing us up. 100 out of 10. What a legend. Gas. Kaspar going left to right and right to left. Oeky does really well to not get baited and confused. I was feeling a bit confused watching Kaspar going from side to side. I'm not gonna lie. Ooh, Kaspar.
Watching the heaven camera.
Oh my! Kaspar did really well. Gets the pop and then levitates to try and touch Oeky if they jumped on the way through. Oeky trying to find their moment to get the save, but Kaspar, sorry, kept him at bay, and it's equalized at 2 minutes and 7 seconds. Crazy. What a comeback.
I never said you were. I just said that they would crawl out of the woodworks if there was any present. Can't rate decals when someone's got an esports team decal. Just gonna farm the fanboy votes.
Breezy made fun of me. 1 out of 10.
Who wins the popularity contest?
Breezy was mean to me one time.
Love Rosh's troll impression.
Ooh, nice flick. Coming from Kaspar, but Oeky couldn't make it.
Oeky's going to be really upset with himself there. I think not a powerful flick from Kaspar, all things considered.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oeky would definitely be beating himself up over that one.
Shut up, Mirz.
Ah, Kaspar goes to the early flick. Oh,
It's Mirz discriminating again against someone with a speech impediment, against someone who had a temporary speech impediment.
Temporary? It's a condition, guys.
Again.
Mirz made fun of me live on stream. L coach.
Sometimes when you say that, I just imagine it being like a Mexican thing. El coach.
Oh, L coach, true.
Yeah.
Oh, Kaspar is gonna find themselves another goal at 50 seconds remaining. Oeky does not have a lot of time if they want to stay in the competition.
Get his speech coach. Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, okay, a lot of work to do here. 40 seconds. Might change his decision making. Might change his plan. He's got to go. He's got to get goals, even if he needs one in the next 10 seconds, preferably, and then he can try and maybe sneak a kickoff goal as well. Where's Kaspar gone? Where's Kaspar gone?
Well played by Oeky. He's gonna need a kickoff goal. He's gonna need some quick goals.
He's beginning to believe.
Coming through. Kaspar does well there to just double back. Oeky goes for the slammer on target. Oh, can Oeky make another one come through? Kaspar will not allow it. They've ruled one. The rule one. Respect. Respect. Actual respect.
Well, what a way to end it. Yeah, for sure, Monster.
What a way to go.
GG's. Well played to both players.
Absolutely, and mad respect for the rule one coming through right at the end there. Oeky would have been feeling the strain of needing to get some goals, but decided to respect the rules of Rocket League. Well played to Kaspar and Oeky. Kaspar was such a force on that field, and Oeky so close to bringing it back. You could see them getting into the groove throughout the third game, taking it to game number 4. Denied. Game number 5, Kaspar will take the W. Well played. Well deserved. And so, we're looking at Front versus Mirz.
Yeah, it should be an entertaining one. It'll be interesting to see. I haven't seen much of Front in terms of his 1v1 capability, so it'll be interesting to see. But Mirz is just such a weapon, isn't he? It's difficult to bet against him always, unless he's facing the likes of your Wolf Ticks and the really top end of that bracket. It's such a scary person to play against. He's a bit of a boogeyman in the Discord, I'd say, for having to play against him.
Agreed.
That scares me. There you go. That cements. I didn't even see that comment. Yeah, that cements that one. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see. Front, definitely no mug of a player himself. But yeah, it's going to be a difficult one for him to overcome Mirz beat. And the winner of this, obviously, the winner of this is actually playing tonight. So the winner of this will face off against Chrisx in the next round. I think Rush is just playing with the overlays.
Thank you, Breezy. Just let Breezy cook while I
don't know what's involved. Honestly, I don't know what's involved in it yet, so I don't know how much work that is.
That's all right. When that does come to, we will get you up to scratch. It'll be quick and easy. Okay, So
Cough, cough, payout. Sure. I can sort that out while Rosh does his bits.
oh yeah. So Breezy wanted to actually get some food in him. I'm not sure what the situation is on that.
Yeah, it's on its way. So maybe I
just
maybe
dip,
I do
just dip when it rocks up, and then I'll keep going.
Yeah, I didn't realize, guys, that there was. I didn't realize. I didn't realize there were 3 games. It got dropped on me, and I'd planned my evening to have food after the stream. And then I was like, "Oh yeah, the stream's probably going to last like an hour and a half now, 2 hours." I was like, "No, no."
So like to be fair to Breezy, he like we told him when he joined the casting channel, 30 minutes, probably not even 30. Like, he joined it 30 minutes in, but we didn't tell him until like 20 minutes before the match. It's like, oh yeah, hey, let's go. We're buckle up.
Yeah, it does work out for me though with the public holiday in Victoria tomorrow. So in terms of timing, it doesn't. Can you make Breezy duck? What do you mean duck? I don't know. Is that because you said I'm ducking out? I don't know. I'm lost. Why am I getting offers for people to come feed me now? HR, mom.
I will actually get absolutely shit on if I say what I want to say. So moving on.
No. Follow. You can't preface that and not follow through. Sorry.
You know what I want to say, bro. What do you mean? You know what I'm like. You know the real me, bro.
Oh god.
It looks like we have Front and Mirz who are both ready for action. We will take to Urban Central Night. And we have Mirz versus Front. Oh, we need new predictions. Oh, they're already up. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, maybe Mirz did that before he sticks to the field. Well done. Yeah, I'll stick around. I think it's on its way. I'll stick around. I'll probably be able to get the first game in. We'll go with that.
That's okay. Yeah, whenever you need to dip, just let us know and we'll be fine. Then we'll have Breezy return at some point. Mirz and Front clashing in the early days of this contest. Mirz will go for the pop off the side. Well, very little boost. Collecting those pads. Front with the 100, just holding on to that boost. Going left and right and left and right, looking for a flick. They don't find the flick, but they find Mirz. But they do not find the net. Breezy, talk to me.
A little bit of a dangerous spot there from Mirz early on. Like he looked like, again though, Mirz just looked so good shadowing. But yeah, he looked very comfortable there in that spot that he was in until Front got the bump. I think that was just the one bit that Mirz didn't consider. As Front charges his way. This is what This is what I probably expect from Front. He does charge his way around the field quite a bit. Gets the reset. Well done. Good shot early, and he'll score the first goal. Well done to Front. He had to avoid the demo there from Mirz. Mirz chasing the tail. And Front does well to keep that under control. Mirz just not quite as far back as he needed to be.
You can see Mirz grab the center boost. They're on the offensive. They'll boom the ball down, but Front had plenty in the tank. Pulled the save. Front gaining possession. Not a lot of boost. Great flick. What a save! Mirz's unique movement will come into play to find a Front actually missed the corner boost. Mirz will gain possession because of it. High pop coming from Mirz. Grabbing Front's boost. Jokes. He misses it. Front would have the 100. Mirz staying close, even though they've got 2 beans and a dream on pad mining. Front on the offense. Oh, Front gets a great touch into the net, cutting around Mirz. Mirz is probably feeling it now. Mirz actually respecting Front, giving them the nice shot. Brilliant play. Crazy.
Yeah, well done. Well done to exact that play. Mirz again. Mirz is very comfortable shadowing, so it took a little bit of a left field play from Front, you would say, like not taking the obvious play in terms of the flick. Instead opting for the wave dash, which obviously threw Mirz off completely. Mirz tries to drop that and draw Front in, but having none of it yet. good aggression. It's been aggression from front. I was saying earlier that I think that aggression plays into Mirz's wheelhouse, honestly, unless you are very good at it and have got a lot of and you know have a lot of control still in your aggressiveness in the way you go about ones. It does play very much into Mirz's strengths, being aggressive. Oh, Mirz really wanted to put that top corner, didn't he? I got that feeling.
Just for sure, the bounce dribble just didn't work out as they expected. Great shot coming from Mirz, but it bounces.
Flipped away, he's not in yet.
He was so confident. Front, looking like a fish out of water here, flipping back and forth, although they might have an opportunity. Mirz looking for the kill ball. Front with 0 boost. Opt for the back corner. No center boost for Mirz. They're on pad mining. Front gets a giga flick. Brilliant save from Mirz. Front. Not sure what Front will transition to here. He's looking for a flick opportunity. Mirz reads it well. Gets a second touch. Mr. One More Touch, was it?
It is.
No boost,
boost
though.
Really. He's going to struggle
Really
now
did.
without that boost. But by Front. He's still not going to show on target.
So
Mirz is going to
back and
recover it.
forth. Mirz will get the 100. Front forced to back away. Mirz looking for the catch. Off the pop. Tries to get it around Front. Front. Brilliant
Oh, well
defense. Coming from Front. Oh, and he's going to walk it downfield. Oh, will he? Ah, yes, he
well
will.
done.
Well done.
Yeah, well done to Front. His aggression's been good so far. Like he's not, but he's not been overly so. He's not lost control of too many balls. And Mirz struggling a little bit here. He's not found the net. I think he was a big one letting that ball go off the bar. It would have been 2-1, but now he's looking at overcoming a 3-goal deficit. And where has the clock gone as well? I can't believe there's only a minute and a half left actually. Oh, well done by Mirz.
Gets it around him, but he can't find the net. Mirz has some really good execution in general, and although the mechanics themselves are working out, the ball's just not finding the back of Front's net, and Front keeping it clean to the basics. Where it works, where it counts, he is in the lead. Mirz will go for the early challenge. Front does really well to recover onto that ball to stop Mirz in their tracks. Mirz playing with 0 boost here. Very confident. Mirz, 0 boost. Still stays on the play. Goes to the banger, goes high. Goes to the second touch, goes high once again. Front is up. They land on the wall to get a clear. Really great plays coming from Front on defense. Oh, the brick wall stands.
Yeah, Mirz just struggled to find his shooting boots, hasn't he, at the moment?
I think Mirz is definitely
See here,
looking
yeah,
for
there
some
we go. He
momentum.
will put that one away. He needs that one. This is a big kickoff for him now. Mirz can still absolutely, with a good kickoff here, he's not out of this contest at all, even though there's only 24 seconds on the clock.
Preset rating, Mirz. Mirz is going Stocktane with racing stripes. I'm gonna give him 3. And
Oh, well done.
Great shot
Mirz
coming from
instantly punishes Front's faking of the kickoff. It's something that I've wrestled with Mirz, is faking the kickoff, because he has the ability to just do this right away. And if you're not alert to it, you'll actually just concede right away.
I do like the Fennec with the Carmine for... I don't know if it's Carmine or Carmine, bro.
Carmine. I think it's yeah, I guess that's just a pronunciation thing, but I think most people say Carmen Corp. Rather than mine.
Carmine. Mirz is looking for the 0 second. Oh, and he finds it to equalize!
Yes! Oh, I thought he did it over. Honestly, I thought he did it over.
Oh, Front's gonna be shaking in their boost. Boost? Wow. Help?
Oh, I genuinely thought that was coming off the backboard, and Front might have had another free one. But no, Mirz does find his way back into the game. As I said, it was a big goal for Mirz and a big kickoff that followed. And he's still, despite the fact that I would say Front has definitely had more of the offensive aggression and more chances to score, Mirz is still very much in the contest.
Somehow, Mirz finds a way, bangs that on target. Front might be a little bit too far behind, and he takes game number 1. Game number 1 goes to Mirz. Wow, what a comeback. We all thought Mirz didn't have it in him, but he did, in fact, have all the cards. Mirz, extremely well played. Brilliant showing to bring it back. To be fair, on to Front. Front did really well themselves, especially to hold such a lead for so long. To have that taken away. I hope Front's not taking that too hard. That's really rough for Front.
That's actually massively counteracted as well. What I've said, I think Mirz with having 14 shots, but I feel like Front had more significant shots than Mirz did. I think Mirz did a lot of testing shots on Front that were relatively easy swatted away, trying to put Front on the back foot. Ones or general, they're both GC. Mirz is GC2, is high GC2 player. I think he easily gets into GC1. He sits between if he's grinding, he sits between GC1 and GC2 in ones as well.
That's a hard if.
I think, he doesn't grind ranked, but he definitely gets into GC1 in ones for sure. Like, no, I don't think any problem there. Probably, I think he said he's been in GC2 a few times in ones. But I'm going to dip anyway. Sorry, guys. I will leave you with the Mighty Rush while I inhale some food.
Enjoy, Breezy. We'll see you shortly. Front on the charge. Mirz taking it straight to that corner. To follow, gets it around Front. Front will follow once more, taking the ball right to their corner, grabbing that 100. Mirz taking the center 100. Front, interestingly enough, abandons the ball. It must have been a misinput of sorts, although Front maintaining possession once again. Mirz looking for that extra touch, missed it, one more touch, strikes again. It does really well though, just killing Front's rhythm. Touch number 1, 2, 3, air dribble. Does not make contact with the net, although Front does a clean half flip and just absolutely sucks all the boost on the far corner, far side, one side of the field. Front looking for a musty, doesn't find it. Mirz will find themselves a goal. The all-in attempt on the musty. Front desperately wanting to clip on Mirz has turned into their downfall. 1 minute in, Mirz will lead with 1 goal in game number 2. Mirz is leading in games as well. Here we go. We see Mirz and Front clash. I think that Front's going to find themselves a kickoff goal to equalize. 4 seconds in, not bad. Breezy ordered some Chinese noodles, bro. Chinese special noodle. Oh. Chinese combination noodle. That's it. Combination noodle. That's it, bro. There you go. Do with that what you will. We just outed Breezy. Mirz gets a great pop around. Can they get it on target? Yes, they will. Banger on. Not a lot of time went through in this play. We had a 16-second play, and Mirz will take the lead once again. Extremely fast plays coming through from Mirz and Front, although Mirz will be cutting through. A 1-goal lead is not a lot, especially given the nature of one. Front as all the time. Great save coming from Front, doing really well. Mirz, did they get the reset? They did get the extra touch though. Front looking to find themselves in a good position, grabbing the 100. Mirz going for the high flick a little bit early. Front had an opportunity. Mirz faking for the boost grab. Up for the ball, 0 boost. Very confident play coming from Mirz. Front doing really well on boost management, although they are looking very low here, grabbing Mirz's corner. Deleted from the match for their efforts. Front spawning on the far side. Mirz will go for the boomer on target, but Front waiting, leering, lurking. And Mirz will find the net once again. Brilliant play from Mirz. You can definitely see the calculations coming through, forcing Front to make a touch and then just utilizing that speed and mechanical ability to find another goal at 3 minutes remaining. Mirz looks like they have a lot of momentum. Wave dash kickoff, grabs the 100, and possession. Off the ceiling comes Mirz. Looks for that 50 front, looking very awkward. Mirz will take it back, buy themselves some time and some breathing room. Front is on the offensive. He's already in shadow position, getting the 100 through. Nice touch to kill Mirz's rhythm. Mirz trying to get that pop over. He has 0 boost. Can they find the angle? He grabs Front's corner boost here. It's too hot. Fan it, Breezy. Fan it. Back and forth and back and forth. Mirz will go for the banger of a flick. What a shot, Mirz. Oh, Front did not have many options here. That was extremely powerful, extremely surgical. 4-1, Mirz is in the lead. A powerful lead indeed. It looks like they have priority on the kickoff. Mirz with 0 boost will flip into position and just bang that on target. Front is on the back foot. A 4-goal deficit, 2 minutes remaining. That is extremely, extremely doable for Front. They will need to rein it in and just find their way around Mirz. He's an extremely strong competitor, an extremely powerful force on the field, both psychologically and literally. 6-1. Front just with the misinput. Unfortunate for Front, tragic even. Oh, Front will take possession. Looks for that half flip. Mirz is back. Gets the pre-flip save. I think Front's going to opt to grab the corner boost. Mirz does really well to find the ball, find their pocket. Front actually gave up on getting the center boost. Mirz pre-flips into a reset. Oh, wow. Mirz, very little boost to their name here. Collecting those pads on the way through. Able to get into position. Transitioning, but banging the ball extremely wide here. Very awkward for Mirz. Stealing Front's boost on the way through. Mirz gaining that challenge. Front will opt for the center boost. And Front is up. They get the priority on the kickoff. Oh, sorry, not the kickoff, the challenge. They do beat Mirz here, gaining possession. Mirz looking for those pads, needing those pads. Oh, Mirz does really well to try and get some defense, levitating themselves in place, but Front will push through for the second goal in game number 2. Extremely well played by Front in their positioning around that ball, staying close, keeping it tight, so Mirz didn't have any options but to have a light touch in Front and barrel through. Mirz looked for the bump on Front, hoping they would jump for the touch. Mirz with 100, Front with 87. Mirz waiting very patiently, waiting a bit too long, a bit too patient. Mirz very confident in his shadow defending abilities, although Front had an extremely good play moving through Mirz. Not enough momentum from Mirz, especially so close up against the net. It's hard to say when it comes to kickoff goal for Mirz to widen the gap. 50 seconds remaining. It's turning into a hard ask for Front. What I was saying was it's very difficult to say if players are doing misinputs and things like that, especially when it comes to high-level ones players, because their plans and their fluidity in their strategies and their plays can definitely throw each other and us for a loop. Us meaning the spectator. We did say once before, this is Mirz's world and we're all just living in it. Mirz is getting the catch. He still has his flip, fakes it. Front will send themselves to the midfield. That was ridiculous. He had his flip from the reset, gets a catch, fakes the touch, doesn't do anything, fakes Front out. That is disastrous for Front. hopefully their mental is still intact. Call them out on it. You're going messed up. Going done messed up. Ooh, Mirz playing with the ball. Front very low on boost, but Mirz will grab Front's corner. Front playing it slow, trying to use as little boost as possible. Mirz will cut around, looking for the sidewall to take to the air. Jumps onto the ceiling. Reset number one. Fake the reset, gets the pop. Front will stop it from going in. Front gets the mistouch on the musty, but Mirz will take game number 2. Mirz definitely leading the charge. An extremely powerful competitor. Oof, Front is on the back foot. Will they get the reverse sweep that they need? Oh my days. Mirz. Powerhouse. Will it be Front and Chrisx they take to each other next, or will it be Mirz and Chrisx? Which way will it go? Find out next time on Scuffcord. We'll go straight into the match. Everyone is ready and rearing to go. We're seeing a lot of fancy footwork coming from Mirz. Front playing a little bit too aggressive at times, and Mirz just getting around him. There's a lot of psychological warfare at play, especially when someone like Mirz is on the field with their arsenal of tricks. You're not sure what they're gonna do. Intermission time. The intermission is going to be a Breezy cam. Breezy eating his combination fried noodle. We'll see. We'll see if Breezy is a fourth man. Great shot from Front. The flick was clean. Once again, Mirz very confident in the shadow defense, but if the flick is a bit too fast, ooh, 90. Cranking those 90s. Front takes the lead at 4 minutes 44 remaining. 1 goal up. Mirz equalizes on the kickoff. It's okay, Breezy. You'll just lose feeling in your mouth for like 3 days. She'll be right. I actually hate burning my tongue. I hate it so much, man. It actually ruins my week. Don't tempt me with a good time. Don't tempt me. Mirz gaining that pop. They will transition into the net. Front will drive a bit too far forward. Mirz's ball control coming in clutch. Burning the roof of your mouth is worse. Oh, pretty bad, man. Even thinking about it hurts. Ooh, Mirz. It's a clean wave dash kickoff. Front on the offensive. Mirz will pop the ball high. Front does really well to get back to the ground as fast as they can. Mirz staying close to that ball. Both players with very little boost. Front will opt for the 100. Mirz with 0. Front unaware of how much boost Mirz might have. Front just blocking the ball. Just body blocking Mirz. Oh, that actually surprised me, that challenge coming from Mirz. I flinched in Front's POV. Right here, Mirz just coming out of the darkness to score. 3 minutes 39, 3-1. Mirz is leading the charge, widening that gap. Bang! Oh, I thought Front had the save. So close, but there was so much power on that shot. Front killed the momentum so much. It came out at 29 kilometers per hour, but the ball did not leave. It didn't move in the other trajectory that Front would have wanted. Front with the clean wave dash off of the kickoff. Mirz pops it up high and gains the 100. Front is going to look for the 100 in the center. Denied by Mirz. Front still on 0, staying close to the play. They timed it beautifully to get the pop through. Front is definitely going to have to recover for this ball, but without any boost to spare, Mirz will find the net. Great shot by Mirz to snipe it. The full field banger. Kaspar. Who knows? Who knows? Although it's definitely on the cards. Kaspar. Mirz popping the ball up high, staying close, keeping on that dribble, gets the reset, no pop, going once again front, waiting very patiently on the ground. Off the sidewall, front comes, reset into Musty, no strong contact, the ball barely moved. Front still looking for those Musties, still looking for that power, still looking for that flip. Mirz with muscle front out of the way, although front will gain possession. Ball control and boost. Mirz he did a quick retreat to grab that 100 in his corner. Mirz, I was going to say he had boost priority, but front was able to get the corner boost on spawn, grabs the center off the sidewall once again, reset. That's confusing. I actually thought he was going to go reset into Musty, but front had other ideas in mind. And front trying to bait Mirz out, although it doesn't work out as intended. Although front will have possession. No, Mirz. Oh, looking to use front to get the pinch into the net, but the ball is definitely, as well as the plays, going back and forth and back and forth. Mirz denying front any boost here. Front with 0 boost, trying to collect those pads on the way through. Gets the flick, great save from Mirz. No power on the flick, unfortunately, for front. He does grab the 100 in the center. Mirz gets a strong Musty that denied by front. Mirz quick to follow. Trailing very close to the ball, gets the low 50 that they desired. Still 0 boost, bumped front, giving themselves some breathing room, trying to flick it over, but front has enough boost to jump just high enough to gain possession off the touch. Front looking for a low 50, absolute giga brain coming from front. Fakes the dribble, lets the ball bounce off the ground, and Mirz jumped up a little bit too high in anticipation for a high pop, and front will just walk it in. Great play by front to find their second goal here in game number 3. Mirz with double match point. Banger of a shot coming from Mirz. Oh my days, off the kickoff. The redirect was on 0 beams in a dream. Bang! Front just didn't have enough to catch it. Well done. Front will get a soft touch into the midfield. Mirz opts for boost, grabs the other corner. Front very low on boost here. Mirz into the midfield. Lets the ball bounce. Great power slide into jump coming from Mirz. The movement and fluidity coming from these players is beautiful to see. A cat-like grace coming through on the field of Rocket League tonight. Front trying to power slide, trying to get that ball on their hood. Fakes the touch. Mirz in a great position to get it past front, but front will not allow it. Getting that corner boost, front maintaining possession. He's trying to keep that ball away from his net. Keep it awkward for Mirz. Mirz is up, goes for reset number 1 off the backboard. Isn't able to make contact into the net. 6-2 with 1 second. And this ball, bouncing on the ground, wraps it up. Mirz will take the 3-0. We've had 2 3-0s tonight. These matches have been cut short. That is for sure. Extremely well played by front and Mirz. Mirz as a prospect. Oh, we still only have the hang on. I made a mistake. Oops. What do? I made a mistake. Help! No. Oh, the overlay is cooked. I cooked it, bro. I made a mistake. Help me. This'll fix it. Extremely well played. Mirz was an incredible competitor. Extremely powerful competitor in the series front, doing their very best to keep Mirz at bay. But Mirz will just pull ahead. I think the game number 1 where Mirz just absolutely brought it back. No, I don't think you played like that. I didn't think you played bad front. I think that there was definitely some clash of strategies when it came to your opponent. Mirz was just finding the holes, the chinks in the armor. I'm sad to hear it front, but I'm sure you will recover. Regardless, we will be looking at Chrisx and Mirz. He absorbs it, he eats it, that's for sure. Can't kick front. Alright, so let's get everyone in. Looks like Chrisx is just vibing in training. Okay. Rogie. Nah, man, who's this? Chris, what are you doing, bro? Should I show everyone? I'll show everyone, bro. Let's expose him. You know what? I'm not going to. Chrisx and his car, dude. Oh my. Okay, so I was fixing this. Should be fine. I'm not gonna ruin it. I had to re-invite. It looks like we're gonna go straight into it. We need Mirz to join the new lobby, and we should be Gucci. You're on screen, Breezy. Sorry, I should have said something. I fixed it straight away. I can't hear you if you're talking. No, it looks like he's chewing. Look at him.
Lol. Oh god. Came out from a war, yeah. I was literally like I was going to war on this bucket of noodles. There you go.
Okay, so while I do this, I'll let Breezy cook.
No, Breezy doesn't cook. This is proof that Breezy doesn't cook. actual proof.
Coof, damn you!
Nah, it was a valiant effort from front. You actually had Mirz on the ropes as well in that first game. Unfortunately, it just slipped through you, and then Mirz did what Mirz does. But with that, we have Mirz versus Chrisx. This will be an exciting one. I think Mirz said he was really excited to verse Chris, and the prospect of versing Chris, one of the people who has. I know Chris this is his first crew battles that he's done, and he's dodged Mirz thus far in any sort of matchup, so it will be a very interesting challenge for Mirzbeat. He was a very strong contender in the entire of crew battles, only bested by Wolftick, which he wasn't alone in that category, to be fair to him.
So, let's see if these teams, let's see if the players are ready. We've got Chrisx, we've got Mirz. We're going to be rolling in the deep. So, let's go with Beckwith Park. And let's run it. Best of luck to both competitors. I don't need to build any more on what Breezy has said wonderfully. What? How is that not? Why?
Oh God! Oh God! What is that engine noise? Oh!
Yeah. All right. So Chrisx got asterisked out, unfortunately. However, you're about to see what I was laughing about earlier. Chrisx in the banger of a Humvee, bro. Oh no. What a car. Preset rating. Let's go.
What is that engine noise?
I'm gonna give Chrisx a 30 out of 10.
Oh my God! Everybody's gonna deal with it but him.
Look at it, it's got like a little screamer coming out of the back. That is cooked. Mirz will. Sorry, we were distracted. I was just staring at Chrisx's car the whole time. Oh my.
It's too bright, says Mirz.
Mirz.
Next goal, I'm gonna hit him for that. I'm not letting that go. Oh, doesn't quite get the power on the reset. Chrisx will punish in the absolute horrendous thing that
He's got the Nomster thing too. Hang on, does Chrisx have the Nomster?
Yes, he does. He has the Nomster goal explosion on as well.
Oh, but you can. There's like a thing for this Nomad where you can get the Nomster base on your actual car on the Nomad.
Okay.
It
Yeah,
doesn't
they were
look like
part of
it's
the same
just
expansion, I think.
Yeah. All right, Chrisx just baiting Mirz in here. Chrisx. Mirz reset does not find that reset though. Chrisx will push forward, doesn't find a bump. No bump or demos coming from Chrisx here. Doesn't get the boost either. Off to pretend. Oh man, what is this sound, dude?
That is absolutely the hitbox of that fucking thing coming to life.
It's kind of crazy. Like it sounds like just tires.
Oh, did that
Like,
nearly go in?
oh, did Mirz find their way through? Chrisx will deny it. What a save! It actually sounds like deflated tires. Chrisx, oh, Chrisx finds
what
the
a
net.
spawn.
What is that?
Calculated spawn.
Calculated. Yeah, I was gonna go. That's exactly right, Aussie Blue. You read my mind. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a big fan of the Nomster goal explosion voice. I've always liked it. Although the Nomad.
Yeah.
Ooh, Chrisx. I don't know how he's even playing. He's playing really well too. Mirz in the stock team. Not doing the work. He's doing some work, but Chrisx is in the lead. We've seen Mirz come back from the depths in the past. Chrisx with very little boost. Scratch that, 0 boost. Ooh.
Oh, Mirz wanted the speed, didn't he, on the play, but he couldn't quite find the shot on target. Still has plenty of opportunity and plenty of boosting. Chrisx in reverse, going across the net.
I respect the vibes. Chrisx is you can definitely see he's a G, an absolute G. It's forced me to.
That's the start of the car.
It's cursed. It's cursed. I find myself just going to Chrisx's POV now a lot more than Mirz because I just want to see how this preset rolls. So we will get some clean Mirz footage for everyone in the stands. Great bump playing. What a play coming from Chrisx, using that giga head to just bonk Mirz out of the play, out of position, into the net.
Oh, God. Back it up, Terry. Yeah, for sure. Back it up. I
might have to put the numbers in because Chrisx got asterisks out, unfortunately. some reason. Great play from Mirz to equalize.
Yeah, weird. We never experienced that, did we? Because obviously they had the team name rather than the players. Did them before. Interesting. We need to ask about that car design. What was running through your mind when you created this monstrosity?
Post-match interview, win or lose. We'll see. It's a pretty funny idea. If Chrisx uses this same car throughout the entire series, we'll see. I'll try and make it happen for you, Kaspar.
God.
Look at him go.
Mirz not letting up, but Chrisx defense holding solid at the moment. 3-all. We are locked up right now. Said this would be a close contest, I thought. Or it'd be a good matchup between these two players. Mirz trying to bait Chrisx in, but he's not having a bar of it just yet. On low boost. And a good shot from Chrisx. He'd take the lead again.
What a play. The back and forth was incredible to see. Chrisx, does it matter what car he's in? He's playing big.
Yeah, I think we saw him as a Nick main throughout the rest of that tournament. Am I right or wrong? Could be right or wrong.
Yeah, Fennec. Oh, Chrisx! What a play!
Thanks the kickoff goal. Yeah, the fake kickoff that actually worked against Mirz. It's Mirz didn't get the flick that he wanted on this occasion from the possession, and Chrisx punishes the weak touch. Oh god, every time I have to hear that car's engine start.
I wasn't paying attention. I switched to Mirz. There's a bit of bias going on. Oh, shot!
Oh, well done. Good challenge. Yeah, good early challenge. I think Chrisx, not sure whether he wanted the catch or maybe like some sort of pogo attempt, but Mirz just got on top of the situation early and snipes the net from downfield.
Chrisx still holding a very narrow lead with 1 minute remaining. He's just bullying Mirz off the boost. Mirz forced to go up the wall. That was disgusting. That was a disgusting level of muscle coming from Chrisx. What a play. Mirz was just trapped. New meta.
God.
I'm not sure if it's new, Zora. A lot of players have gone for the bumping meta in rank. I've noticed that a lot. It's pain.
Yeah, he just done by. It was very surprising that he got that play though. With Mirz even had the wave dash kickoff, a successful wave dash kickoff, and Chrisx still managed to muscle him away, keep him away from the boost, and after then it was job done.
Oh, what defense! The recovery from Chrisx. Oh my! He's actually keeping Mirz away. Chrisx. I don't think we'll see any pogos from Chrisx in this car. Not sure if he's figured out the hitbox for that. Great shot from Mirz from the midfield, closing that gap.
Yeah, keeping it close here, Mirz. He's definitely not letting Chrisx escape from him. It's, wants to take this down to the wire. It'd be a big kickoff for him now. What is he gonna pull? Is he gonna delay it? Is he gonna go for the wave dash? Does opt for the wave dash kickoff, which means he should win the boost. He should win possession.
Potato car buff indeed. Who's that?
Well
Chrisx
done,
actually got baited in. Extremely well done.
Saw a lot of similar plays in the Oeky Kaspar match, didn't we?
Yep.
This just baiting him in, a rash challenge, and Mirz just popping it over the top. And this is a huge kickoff here. Oh, Mirz has got it again with the wave dash. Has he got it on target? What a great touch. But Chrisx is back. I think there was a greedy boost grab from Mirz. Didn't quite have the legs to get back to it. Suddenly I like front's preset more now. Everyone else's preset's gone up higher.
Chrisx doing God's work here.
Oh, I think he's got
Chrisx is
Mirz
going to
out
cut
here.
that in. He has. Oh, and he's taken the W in game number 1. Well played by Chrisx.
Yeah, stayed close to that ball. Mistouch from Mirz with Chrisx being so close there. And it... Oh, yeah, we're going for a map change, aren't we? And he will take game number 1. Interesting. It was still a very grounded game, wasn't it, from both players?
Yeah, absolutely.
In the end.
We did see some really nice recoveries, which were aerial based. However, for the most part, you're exactly right.
Gonna see Chrisx though. What Zora? Just atted. We'll see Chrisx though take to the field in a more normal, more
he is too.
usual car.
No interview for Chris. He's not listening to the stream.
He's not one of those.
No. Oh, shot, Chris.
Early. You like the Nomad engine? I don't even know if that was the Nomad engine sound. It was just some horrible trumpet sound that was coming out of the back of it. I don't even know, like, because there's so many different engine sounds you can attach. I don't even know which one it was. I don't want to know. But early start for Chrisx though. Dribble. Clean early doors. Mirz does win possession though off the second kickoff. Chrisx up really high, really early, but he would have used a lot of boost in that play.
Definitely needed.
Yeah, tried to catch him out, Mirz, but Chrisx did swipe the corner and the chance had kind of gone. Yeah, I did. I was literally like, what are you going to ask here? The air dribble seemed coming from a bit too far away. Probably air dribbles are better in ones. Air dribbles are definitely better in short bursts. Get close and accelerate the ball over the top. But from the midfield or from your own half, they're very predictable a lot of the time.
Chrisx trying to get around Mirz, able to do so. Mirz looks like, Mirz will leapfrog over Chris. Both players going for the boost. Somehow Chris got it. I thought that the jumping player had priority. Maybe Chrisx was just closer. Gets reset number 2, denied by Mirz. He used all of his boost in Chrisx, and Mirz will find the equalizer because of it. As soon as Mirz denied that second reset touch, Chris was just out of the play. So risky. Well played by Mirz.
He obviously backs himself, though. I think we did see a double reset from him in one of his previous crew battles, one series, Chrisx. So he obviously backs his mechanics very highly, similar to what Mirz would do. But yeah, very vital touch from Mirz to deny any product from the second reset.
Chrisx playing those mind games. Fake jumps, fakes, reset, shot. Mirz with the giga save. I'm completely enamored by these two players going head to head. Such a close matchup.
Oh, I thought he sniped it. Shit.
Slightly off.
Sorry, Mirz. I honestly thought he'd snipe the corner.
BBW comedian. Thank you for follow and welcome. Great play from Chris coming through. Gets some kind of non-flick flip on the ball, but gets in front of bump Mirz, gaining that goal advantage of 1. Yeah, Breezy's pretty toxic, bro. You could tell him.
Yeah.
Let him know.
Anyone who knows me says just how much of a toxic guy I am.
Facts. Oh, Chris. Fancy footwork indeed. Just getting it around Mirz. Although Chris actually opts to go back. Is he buying time? He's just going back and forth, maintaining possession. Mirz denies Chrisx, gets a nice little pinch touch off the sidewall. Chrisx will send it into the midfield. Chrisx bullying Mirz out of the way, booming it to the far side. Breezy, it's been a long armor wrestle in this series. How do we fare?
It has been an arm wrestle, you're right. It's been a bit of a grind for both players. Chrisx definitely throwing himself around the field, back in his recoveries. He's got good speed around the field. Mirz, as we'd expect, is defensively very capable. Happy to usually just watch people, you know, fly around the field. He actually chased Chrisx down as well. Where's he going to spawn? Nah, Mirz is going to have the equalizer. Well done by Mirz to exact there. I never even saw him coming from Chrisx's POV there, to be honest. I'm not surprised that Chrisx got the demo. I didn't see him coming at all.
Great. It was such a smart play from Mirz. Just giving himself that time to put the ball in the net. Chrisx and Mirz very low. Great shot by Mirz to go 1-up on Chrisx.
Yeah, well done. Just shepherded Chrisx off the ball, forced him to make him feel like he had to take the side boost, and Mirz still picking up pads and just powers it down the field. And a very close game going into the minute 20 mark.
That's for sure. Both players opting for boost here. The ball just flying in the air. Chrisx with the pre-jump and the spins. Mirz looking for the demo. Doesn't find it. Forces Chrisx to jump high. Chrisx trying to pre-flip into position, but Mirz, the way that Mirz was positioned there, Chrisx was in so much danger. Great touch coming from Chrisx to the far side wall. Mirz looking for an extra touch. Chrisx!
he backed the extra, he backed the touch so much from Mirz that it actually took him too long to recover.
Bruh.
See Mirz here, yeah, Mirz just looking for that little touch. Chrisx wins this, no doubt. I would not agree to that at all. I think Mirz is more than capable.
Absolutely. This is any man's game.
I would think Chrisx would be my slight favourite based on reputation, but Mirz is absolutely... Nobody will know Mirz because, again, he doesn't grind ranked, but, like, Mirz is very capable of winning this.
Mirz is probably feeling a bit of relief not being the favorite in this match. Generally, Mirz is the favorite going into every match, and there is a bit of champion pressure that comes through. So this might be something that Mirz heavily appreciates.
In crew battles, it was the same deal. Mirz and Chrisx, both of them were handed the only one's losses to Wolftick, which again was unsurprising given the caliber of player that he has been. But yeah, both players were only beaten by someone who is far in a league of his own at the moment.
Yes, Wolftick. An actual force of nature.
It has been very close, very arm wrestling type of game. I think Pitts touched on it before, but Mirz will take game number 2 and level even us up.
1 apiece. Mirz. Really well played from both of these players.
This would still be my favorite. Yeah, again, on reputation, I think, and on grinding the game, I think he has the edge. But Mirz, again, is no pushover whatsoever. I think this will be a good contest for Chrisx.
That's for sure. Absolutely.
No, Sonny's breezy. Nah, you're too late, Fancy. You're too late, man. Rewind, run it back.
Facts. We had we had Breezy on on the Sunnies as we started the stream for the meme, for the Swagsy J.
Breezy would easily beat Wolftick. No. Okay.
You know, to be fair, Breezy is an incredible player. That's definitely not a meme. He's very, very capable.
Not in ones. Not in ones. Not in ones. He's a broken man.
No, I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
Nah, I'm not that caliber. I'm not that caliber. I'm okay. I get by in ones, but like these guys that play ones, these guys that actually do play ones, I'm not on that level.
Fancy. I appreciate that I've made it into your dreams, bro. I appreciate that. I appreciate even more that it was Rocket League related and nothing else. Chrisx taking the early lead. But welcome, Fancy.
Wave dash kickoff from Mirz again. Oh, wins him the mid boost. To here, Chrisx chasing the tail though, can't you? Not letting Mirz escape with an easy kickoff win.
But Mirz will wrangle it through.
Chrisx very much on the chase. I said this earlier, didn't I? I think Chrisx got a surprising... I think Mirz took the for game one to kind of adjust to the contest, didn't he? But I did say that I think that Chrisx's style of aggression does play into Mirz's wheelhouse a little bit. Mirz likes to absorb pressure, he likes to shadow, likes to play on the defensive side of things. See?
Oh my, what a save!
Double save!
Oh, what a play from Mirz. Chrisx with all the boost. Mirz was able to get enough boost to grab that save. Mirz is incredible. Chris is mining for boost here. I think Mirz got a nice bump on Chris. Yeah, he knows. Chrisx knows. If only Chrisx actually allowed himself to go for that ball, he might have saved it. He gave up immediately. He just stopped moving on the far end once Mirz got the bump, and then realized a bit too late that the play wasn't going as expected, but Mirz will find themselves goal number 2 at 4 minutes and 4 seconds remaining for easy.
Yeah, top contest so far. As again, I'm never been more happy than to be vindicated, as I was praising Mirz's defensive abilities and his shadow defensive abilities. He pulls out an incredible double save to get rid of Chrisx's. Oh, it's so close though. I appreciate the effort. I rate the effort. Mirz will score again though, I think.
No, he won't.
But yeah, massive effort. Chrisx's plays crazy though. He is a crazy player, no doubt about Chrisx's ability, but like, all I'm saying is do not underestimate Mirz. Do not think that this is free for Chris. It is not free, and we're seeing that come into fruition right here. He's stopped drooling. I can see my food still in front of me. I haven't finished it. Okay, it's literally like sticking a piece of meat in front of a dog.
He's talking about his combination noodle, not Mirz, just so you know.
Yeah. Oh god.
Chrisx really wanted that demo on Mirz. Mirz with 0 boost is just staying in Chris's face. 2-goal lead to Mirz. Chrisx just trying to get it around him. Mirz, incredible defense. Definitely on par with the greats. Missed the one more touch in Mirz. Keeping Chris at bay. Chris reset number 1. Doesn't find number 2. The ball bounces off the backboard. He bumps Mirz out of position. Will Mirz be able to recover? Yes, he will. Mirz done really well on his awareness there. And his ball control. Chris actually does have boost advantage. Even though Mirz has no boost, he's still an actual threat. A real threat in front of that ball, and Chris is respecting Mirz's abilities here. Ball pops high, breezy.
Yeah, tough one. Chrisx piling on the pressure, isn't he? And like I said, Mirz just trying to absorb as much of it as he can. So far, he's doing a good job of it, but
what a save!
Should just gets back to it. Not enough zip on it from Mirz on this occasion. Has boost advantage, just trying to draw Chris in. He knows he's got advantage on the scoreline right now. He's just trying to waste a little bit of time off that clock. Good shot from Chris though. Chris definitely had the. Oh, he went for that boost grab though. The boost steals cost him. It's cost him a goal.
Mirz has just punished it. Yeah, Chrisx wasn't aware.
Just stop drooling over. I was like, Mirz is putting on a defensive masterclass right now. And I'm going to apologize to no one.
Oh, we were well aware, Riz. Well aware.
I actually did have Chrisx as my slight favourite, I did say that, but at the moment, Mirz looks very much up to the task.
Oh, Mirz is just punching through. Chrisx actually tried to read the touch coming from Mirz, but Mirz was able to read the read and then read the bounce into the net. Mirz in the lead, 4 goals, 1 minute and 20 seconds remaining. The strategies at play are far beyond me, but I can appreciate the efforts. Oh, it's just off Chrisx. Ever so slightly.
Will that be mentally damaging? Have to see. Tough when he's had to work so hard for his opportunities, hasn't he? Mirz just trying to smother any attempt that Chrisx is making for his net.
Oh, that's for sure. I think Chrisx is starting to realize that Mirz is a threat, and there's going to be a reckoning, and the bump play will get it done.
Goalposts move closer every day. The net's getting smaller all the time. That'd be a game mode, wouldn't it? Every time one person scores, the net gets smaller for them. Like the opposition net. That's a game mode right there.
That'll be a Lethemir game mode for sure. Oh, and Chris taking their time. 2-goal deficit. Well played by Chrisx here. An actual fight in the mud for Chrisx. You can see Chrisx thinking to do a backflip shot and then changing their mind at the last second to just turn.
We're gonna run some games sometime? Yep, sure. Usually if I'm green on Discord, I'm around, so could be right. Mirz though with the wave dash kickoff, it's done him some service, hasn't it? The wave dash kickoff. It's very much become a staple of one's players these days as the meta evolves. Not really seen too much kickoff variation from Chrisx, have we? Unless I'm mistaken. Not seen Mirz, I think, swipe that boost again. Tries to catch Chrisx out.
Although he is forcing Chrisx to jump, which is working out for Mirz extremely well, just consuming those resources. The war of attrition, Mirz's recoveries are doing some work. Chrisx looking for the bump. I think Mirz has game number 3 and game number 2 in their favor. Double match point to Mirz. Do you think we'll find game number 5, Breezy?
Yeah, I think he's still got it in him. I think Chrisx, he's no, like we said, he's no mug. He's a very good player himself, and I think he does probably have a good idea of the adjustments he needs to make to take the fight back to Mirz. He's seen 2 games go against him now, but he would have had a chance after throwing the first punch to have a good look at how Mirz is playing, how Mirz is reacting to his attempts on net. You see, he did have 9 shots to Mirz's 10. It just felt like Mirz was under more control, didn't it, in his defense of the shots. Like a lot of key saves coming out from Mirz in the end. As I say that, both players actually have the same amount of saves attributed to them. But yeah, it's I think he's definitely got the ability to adjust and take the fight back to Mirz for game number 4.
Find out tonight, who will win? Chrisx and Mirz. Show me what you got.
I need to watch the new season of that, actually. I've not seen any of it yet. Oh, I see the V1 Octane coming out from Chrisx now. It's a card that I had seen him in before. I think he played the Octane maybe in the first Crew Battle series, and then I think he switched to the Fennec for the rest. But So it'll be interesting on how he feels, whether he has the psychology that a lot of players feel with feeling more mechanical in the Octane, potentially.
So it's worth mentioning, during the Wolf Tick match, Chrisx actually switched to the Octane. So you can see that he's taking it seriously now. Mirz has been registered as a threat. Chrisx will maneuver it. Oh, Mirz!
How does Mirz get away with it?
Mirz is just defensively goated, and he will transition slightly off target. I think Chris actually stopped moving, thinking it was going in, and then changed their mind once they realized it wasn't. Mirz, up the wall they go, off the ceiling. He's looking for a pinch, but he finds the challenge. You see Mirz buy some crucial seconds by putting the ball on his hood.
Yeah, tough one. He's Chris. I think Chris let that goal go a little bit, and I think he'd be frustrated with himself. He the one that was going into the corner, I think a simple extra touch, a flip from him, and it was a goal. But I think he just tried to run it into the net instead, and Mirz's pre-flip brought him back into the fold, and actually managed to deny it. Like, which goes to show, if you've got a chance here, you need to just take it, just put the shot on target, and be done with it.
Chris. He opted for the fakes on fakes, but he on the actual assault, Mirz transition.
He's got such good counter punches, hasn't he?
Mirz. Yeah, that's for sure.
Like that sudden acceleration, Chris staying close to the play, just fires it downfield. I don't know, you know. He's just, I mean, we've seen a card change come out from him. It's very much trying to offset Mirz and put him out of position. Shot, but Mirz again equal to the save. Mirz does not pull punches. We know this. He said it already on. He said it already in a few chats to us that if he plays to win.
Yeah, which is hurtful. When it hurts when it's you.
Oh, good elimination by Chris. I think that was it. I think he'd had enough of Mirz getting back to his shots, and he nearly did it again. But Chris does get his first of game 4.
Well played by Chris. Mirz actually has some killer pre-flips, which do a lot of work for him. Oh, gets that bump on Chris. Out of position. Mirz looking to get that ball through, but Chris catches it and takes it for the equalizer.
Yeah, well done. It's a bit of a mistouch from Mirz. He'd probably be a little upset with himself there, but Chris, obviously the kind of player who will punish that. And he levels us up again. Levels? I keep saying levels when I mean evens. I don't know what's going through my head there. Maybe the new DD chat has got my mind somewhere else.
technically you're right though. It is level.
It is levels, yeah.
It is levels.
Yeah.
It's right.
Even levels. I don't know why I keep thinking that's wrong.
Don't doubt yourself, man. Just believe.
I'm cooked.
Don't doubt yourself. And that's been my TED talk.
Chris won in the potato. Yes, he did. It was a surprising one that came out.
Chris on the offensive. Mirz grabbing that 100. Chris is going to try take it back to his corner so he can grab and recharge that boost. Gets the touch off. However, Mirz quick to follow. Gets the read. Chris is back on him. Booms it. It's going to go off that backboard. How will it bounce? Not well for Chris. Mirz will follow, banging it down to the far side. We're seeing a lot of boomers come out now that we're in the leveled scoreboard.
Heavy touch from Chris though. Mirz definitely comfortable with seeing the heavy touches come out. See, both players going hammer and tongue, aren't they? There's not a lot of room to breathe here between the two of them, following the ball closely.
Yeah, Chris is not playing around. Not on their last life. The ball will just get sent into the sky. Mirz does really well to hold their position, hold their nerve. Musty, it pops up very high. Mirz gets the bump on Chrisx. Takes it back to the... Oh, the ball control coming from Mirz. Trying to bait Chrisx in. Chrisx gaining possession on the aerial. Forcing a touch from Mirz. Mirz has a lot of boost in that tank. Chrisx is looking pretty low here. Mirz might grab the center as well. Well timed. Boost grab from Mirz. No net though.
So close.
So close.
Oh, denied by the woodwork twice. Top and the left side.
The second and third defenders.
And is Mirz going to catch this? Yeah, he may try and catch this. Now he tries to flip it.
Shot.
Oh, no, he's actually found his way through.
Oh, he found his way through
Shot.
for the victory at 0 seconds. Surfler, thank you for the follow and welcome. Mirz will take the W in the prospect round. Extremely well played. GGs are in the chat. Mirz, an
shot.
actual monster. Brilliantly done. Holy. The one game that Chrisx won was in that potato. The potato buff was real.
Yeah, he just bullied a little bit, didn't he, on the ground?
Oh, this is the gatekeeper round. Apologies.
Yeah, for real. Well done to both players, though. Good showing from both players in the end, but well done to Mirz for holding strong in that one. Chrisx, yeah, the potato buff. He really was a bully in that car, wasn't he? At the start?
Yeah, he was. It was working. It was a real thing. I didn't believe, but now I think I'm starting to believe. Really well played, Chrisx and Mirz. Mirz's defense was just on point, just stopping Chrisx at every single turn.
Yeah, we've said time and time again, Mirz is very much a... if he stayed in the potato, I was dead. Yeah, we said multiple times Mirz's shadow ability and like his defensive capability. He's very comfortable shadowing. He's very comfortable absorbing pressure. And we saw a lot of opportunities come out from Chrisx that just didn't quite meet the mark. They're like Mirz was just able to swat them away. Had very good recoveries as well. Mirz recovered very well from a lot of positions to make the save and then make the save again and try and land a few counter punches. I think that's the thing that he did very well. Chrisx maybe not landing as many strong shots as he would have liked, but that's the way it rolls sometimes, isn't it? You're looking for those top bins, you know, in the ideal world with every shot that you ever put on target, but it's not always the case.
That's for sure. Not everything works out as planned, especially with an opponent trying to stop you at every turn. However, that will be the end of the matches for tonight. All right, Breezy, in closing, let's glasses up. Just do it for the gram. Do it for the lads and ladettes and theydettes. Thank you.
Head back.
Head back, yeah. Head back. I don't want you to see my dusty desk. Thank you, Breezy. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you, Rosh.
Thank you all for coming. I appreciate your time. Thanks for supporting the content. Hope you all have yourselves a great day or night, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.